Yeah, definitely Lubin got stopped. Um,
Damn.
yeah. So, what's your thoughts? I mean, as soon as he got hit with a couple of those combinations, I said, yeah, maybe he might be shot. I mean, what do you think?
I don't like to see it. It happened. I don't like to see it. I don't disagree with the stoppage. Of course, I did first. I'm just like any other fight fan where you want to see them give the man a chance or whatever else. But me seeing how he was and the position that he was in, it was a fucked up bad position. And then it looked like one of the shots that Virgil landed. People gonna say it was behind the head, but it was but it was kind of on top of the head too, though. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it was behind the head. I would have to see it in slow motion, up close, or whatever else. But I mean, he was definitely out of there. And then by the time he dropped his hand and was slumped on the rope, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I was ruled for Lubin. Like I told you, I'm that guy that when people like Lubin or they get a shot and they get one of their last shots. I want to see them, capitalize on it as much as possible. You feel what I'm saying? And then I don't even think he was able to capitalize on it because now he's going to look like a shot fighter to a lot of people. You feel what I'm saying? Like I said, I like Luke. So
Yeah. I noticed that I was worried if he stayed on the ropes, and I didn't expect him to be on the ropes that early in the fight. I mean,
yeah,
he needed to start early. He needed to have a high pace. What you think? Do you feel like the game plan was probably the reason why it ended like that?
I think he froze up. I think from the start, from everything I saw, from how he respected Ortiz power, from how not even his power, how he respected him from the start. I think he, subconsciously froze up. You know what I'm saying? Whether he want to admit it or not, he subconsciously froze up because, when you're a shark, like a Lubin, you know what I'm saying? And you've been through the thing Lubin been through, and you got 75-inch reach. You know what I'm saying? You got decent punching power. Now you got to go out there and assert yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I believe he probably just, I believe he probably just froze up, man. Probably all the people booing him. I think he just froze up.
Lots of stars, lots of fighters in the building. I don't know about stars, but boxing. A lot of popular boxers were in the building that night. Even Eddie Hearn, Jaron Ennis. Um, there was. What do you think about Virgil right now after that performance? Though I mean, a lot of people were saying like, listen. Even De La Hoya said, "Hey, listen, I don't think Boots would take this fight after that type of a performance. Obviously, he came into the ring. What's your thoughts? What's next for Virgil Ortiz in your eyes, and what do you think is next for Lubin? Do you still want to see him in there?"
Well, with Virgil Ortiz, it sounded like I heard a clip. I heard a clip of him and I think his dad or whatever. I like Virgil them too, but I'm a realist. And I heard a clip of him and his daddy pretty much almost ducking. I mean, let's keep it real.
I
I heard
felt
a
it
clip of
too.
him. Yeah, I heard a clip of him and his daddy damn near almost ducking before the fight. You know what I mean? Ducking the other guy before the fight. So I'm like, oh shit, bro, that's a clear duck. You know what I'm saying?
And when they were in the ring,
Although I will say the other guy played the same type of games and his fans played the same type of games with the why would I do that? You already ducked us. You already ducked us and duck you. You know what I'm saying? So the other guy played the same kind of games, but I keep it across the board. But that was almost a clear duck. So for Virgil Ortiz, I think for him, even though it was we can't call it questionable on his part because Lubin did do what he did and what happened did happen. I don't like I said, I don't think it was a bad stoppage. I think it was a good stoppage to save Lubin. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I fuck with Lubin and I wanted him to do a lot better. But I think that was a hell of a confidence booster for Virgil Ortiz. You feel what I'm saying? So no matter what, I think that was a hell of a confidence booster for him.
do you think it happens next?
It better. After all that, it gotta. It gotta. You know what I'm saying? It gotta. It better and it gotta. You know what I'm saying? I think that the problem is one of them, the one that was screaming, "Let's get this money." And again, of course, you don't think people I'm hating on shit, but I'm a realist. You can go look this up for yourself. The one that was screaming, "Get this money," was asking for $10 million. That's what the reports were. Y'all can go look for that. The reports was he was asking for $10 million. Turkey out of Sheik so far is not involved in this. He ain't finna get no $10 million. You feel what I'm saying? I don't even think Turkey out of Sheik could pay him $10 million. Not for that fight. You feel what I'm saying? Not 10 mil. So I don't know. I can't say what is going to happen tonight. I don't know. I mean, the money. I don't think.
Why
I
you
think
think
somebody
Turkey wouldn't be able to do it?
$10 million.
I mean, he showed in the past with other fighters that with
He showed in the
Crawford.
past when he paid for other fighters, but $10 million is a little bit excessive. Because I know how he works, and if he offered this, he's going to want you to take this, and you better not rebut this. I'm telling you. Trust me, I know for 100%. I know for 1,000% that if Turkey makes you your offer, that's your offer. There's no negotiating. I'm telling you, ain't no negotiating. When he makes you your offer, his offer is going to be a good, fair offer, and it's going to be a great offer for the fight. But ain't no negotiating. Ain't no come back and say, "Give me such, 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 such." So if he did indeed ask for $10 million the last time, which is what they reported. They're saying they offered him 6.5. They offered him 6.5, and he came back and asked for 10. If that's the case, that ain't gonna work. But Turkey ain't even involved in it so far. This is Golden Boy and what's the name involved in it? So back to the original question: do I think it's gonna happen next? For the fight fans, it should. For the fight fans, it better. For the fighters themselves, right now, it better. We want to see it. You know what I'm saying? I got to say this: Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney. Because I was trying to think last night, are they the first ones? And help me out. Help me out. I could be wrong, but I think they're the first ones right now. Recently, I know that other guys be talking a lot about challenging themselves and going against the top, and when they're young and everything else. But if I ain't mistaken, Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney the first ones that's actually moving in that kind of energy within recent times. Am I wrong, or is it somebody else? Am I missing?
As far as both two young athletes going together,
Too
yeah,
young, in their twenties, putting their own. They're the only one. They're the first ones,
yeah,
right?
because Tio started the wave, but Loma was old.
Oh, yeah. That's why I said young. That's why I said young.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, props out
In the
again
comments,
to
they're saying
Devin.
Tank and Ryan. What you think?
Yes, good job. So I knew it was somebody. Yes, Tank and Ryan. There you go. So Tank and Ryan did start it. There you go. Hell yeah. Tank and Ryan. Because I was trying to think last night. I couldn't remember nobody. Tank and Ryan, yeah. Tank and Ryan started that. Then Brian and Haney picked that up. And now oh boy and Ortiz ramping that up. And then I even heard about T.O. and Shakur
January
supposedly
31st, New York City.
Supposedly, I don't trust T.O. I don't trust T.O. as a whole, man. T.O. is scary. I'm telling you. I don't trust T.O. I believe that shit when I see that shit. So, so it's a good wave to be in. You know what I'm saying? It's a real good wave and a real good part to be in. So yeah. I'm glad they just reminded me that because I really was trying to think and I was like, damn, I can't think of nobody. But yeah, Ryan and Tank was the first one.
Yeah, and if we want to be completely honest,
Oh, and
these
then you
guys,
got Devin and Ryan too.
Devin and Ryan too, right?
Devin and Ryan too. Yeah. I forgot that one too. Yeah.
But these would be like two, guys that had belts, right? Go against each other.
Yeah, it still don't matter. They both in their primes because these boys ain't really got belts. They don't have world titles. They got interim titles. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
either way it go, it's still good for boxing. It's still two top guys. They both young. They both undefeated. Like it's perfect. Like you said with Tank and Ryan, and even though Ryan had the loss when he fought Devin, he's still considered. Even though he's never won a belt, he's still considered one of the top guys. You know what I'm saying? So it's still a wave, a good time and a good way to be in. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I've been saying about these fighters today is, I like the way that they're going, that they trying to actually fight each other and test each other and forget all of that, you know what I'm saying? 35, 36, 30, all that noise.
So with all that confrontation in the ring, after the fight, do you feel like, all along the Ortiz fight was kind of avoiding Boots, or do you feel like, I don't know, like they did try to make the fight at 47 and they were
I
sincere
think they
about it?
I think after listening to Ortiz with that almost duck before this fight, after listening to Ortiz with that almost duck before this fight, I think both of them ducked each other.
Talk to me. Go ahead.
That's what no, I think they were duck. Nah, I ain't finna go into it.
Okay.
I know you need the juice, but I ain't finna do that
All right.
today. But yeah, no, they clearly ducked each other. You feel what I'm saying? Because from on the other side, we had heard this and we heard that, and we knew what was going on with this. We knew what was going on with that. But I think this win right here, for Ortiz, I think that's what bolstered him up and gave him that energy to say, yeah, man, let's get it. I think that's what gave him that energy right there live and in the ring when he did what he did and said what he said. You know what I'm saying? As far as not ducking this time or whatever else. But no, oh boy did duck. Clearly, at some point in time, Virgil was definitely about to duck. I'm not sure if he did. He definitely was about to duck. You feel me? So, but again, man, it's good for the fight fan. As long as we see it, we see it. That's all good, man.
Yeah. Nah, I hear you. I hear you. With that energy with all the coaches and them just facing off, you could see that Virgil's team was, I don't know, it definitely seemed like something there for sure. Um
Mm.
Nevertheless, what's
think
your
I
thought?
think in that case, I think in the case after the ring, the one of them that was talking like he don't necessarily talk. He sounded like nervous energy. I don't know what that was. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was unlike him. You know what I'm saying? He was doing a lot of. I'm saying we don't really normally do that. With Virgil, I was looking at his face to see if I saw fear. I didn't really see fear. I was looking because I thought I was gonna see fear. You know what I'm saying? Because like when I was watching him, and then the other one was doing all that talking. I was watching him. I said, he looks scared. I'm out Virgil. I said, Virgil looks scared a little bit. But then I watched him and I was like, nah, he ain't scared. He just like ain't no use for all the playing and laughing and whatever. And I was watching his face. He seemed sincere. And like I said, I think it was his win tonight that made him sincere. And the reason I thought he was gonna be scared is because, like I said, I heard him clearly about the duck before this fight. Like that was clear. He had to do what he did because that was about to be a clear and present duck. Like they can't be talking like they was talking before this fight.
Yeah, because Ennis was saying that, like, you guys are doing a lot of talking, Oscar's doing a lot of talking, and then he responds by saying,
Y'all the
it
ones
was
doing the talking.
retaliation.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And hold on,
Retaliation.
people got to remember that's how we first got in this. See,
Right.
people fail to remember that. Brian Norman Sr. never said a word. Brian Norman Jr. never said a word to the public. We never said a word to anybody until one video came out. And when one video came out, everything we said from that point after was retaliation, just like Virgil said. Never said a word. We were not the first one to say anything. So Virgil is absolutely right.
Right.
These people feel like they could say what they want to say and do what they want to do, and boogeyman. Yeah. So when you say so again, you got to retaliate. You gonna like, come on, bro, what you talking about? Like we gonna say something. Let's tell the truth. You feel me? So no, I agree with Virgil, and I know for a fact that's how they move, and that's what and I believe him. That's what it was. It was just retaliation. And anybody talking trash, we just telling the truth about what actually happened, and y'all telling lies about because you want to be seen as a boogeyman. That's all.
Who do you think wins that fight?
I think talent wise, it would have to be the other guy from Philly. I think if it got into, I think the factors would have to be for the other guy because I can't say. So anyway, I was saying that I think that talent wise, talent based alone, I'm gonna go with the other guy from up north. And then I said, but if it comes to a dog fight and it comes to what you made of, I'm gonna go with the guy from Texas
Mm.
because the guy from Texas been in more fights. The guy from Texas been in When I say fights, I mean actual fights. You know what I'm saying? He went through it with Boy Chuck where he got dropped twice. He got hurt. He was weathered. He went through all of that. You know what I'm saying? So being that it's not going to be on the other guy home field and it's not going to be 100% in his favor where the crowd, like I said, his hometown and the production and everything else leading up to it is all in your favor, all in your favor. If it get into it, if it's an easy win, it would be by the guy up north. If it's a dog fight, it's the guy from Texas all day. To get
Mm,
into a dog fight, the guy from Texas all day.
mm.